came out earlier this week. And let me just quickly say, because we haven't really talked about this on the show, this is a very pro-gay podcast. We don't talk about it much, but it is. I'm a 31-year-old straight married man here in Wisconsin. Sal, you are a...
I am a 29-year-old gay male living in New Jersey.
Exactly. We are pretty much best friends, as you can tell. We do this show just because we're going to have some fun. But as I explained to Sal a couple of weeks back, we do need to address some issues as they come up. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those issues. Well, before I get into what I have written here, ESPN's Chris Bresson, I can't say his name right, actually addressed this on the show, and this clip kind of pissed me off, so I figured he'd play it here. How's that sound?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let me make sure I have the sound up here, and here we go.
I'm a Christian. I don't agree with homosexuality. I think it's a sin, as I think all sex outside of marriage between a man and a woman is. And LZ knows that. He and I have played on basketball teams together for several years. We've gone out, had lunch together. We've had good conversations, good laughs together. He knows where I stand, and I know where he stands. I don't criticize him. He doesn't criticize me and call me a bigot, call me ignorant, call me intolerant. And that I hear, and talking to some people around the league, there are a lot of Christians in the NBA. And they don't want to be, just because they disagree with that lifestyle, they don't want to be viewed and called bigoted and intolerant and things like that. And that's what LZ was getting at. Just like I may tolerate someone whose lifestyle I disagree with, he can tolerate my beliefs, and he disagrees with my beliefs and my lifestyle. But true tolerance and acceptance is being able to handle that as mature adults and not criticize each other and call each other names. Personally, I don't believe that you can live an openly homosexual lifestyle or an openly premarital sex between heterosexuals. If you're openly living that type of lifestyle, then the Bible says you know them by their fruits. It says that, that's a sin. And if you're openly living in unrepentant sin, whatever it may be, not just homosexuality, adultery, fornication, premarital sex between heterosexuals, whatever it may be, I believe that's walking in open rebellion to God and to Jesus Christ. So I would not characterize that person as a Christian, because I don't think the Bible would characterize him as a Christian.
Well, before I get to Sal to address this, I know I can just hear it. He wants to address this one. I'm going to read a passage here. This is Matthew. I don't usually do Bible scriptures, but this seems very fitting from the subject matter here. This is from Matthew 7:1-6. Do not judge, so that you are not be judged. For by the standard you judge, you will be judged, and the measure you use will be the measure you receive. Why see the speck in your brother's eye, but fail to see the beam of wood in your own? Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, while there is a beam in your own? You hypocrite! First, remove the beam from your own eye, then you can see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, or throw your pearls before pigs. Otherwise, they will trample them under their feet and turn around and tear you to pieces. I think that is well put. Sal, yeah. What were you going to say? Go ahead.
Everyone has the right to their own opinion. I totally disagree with what he was saying. It's a different time now than it was back then. And, just like being, in an interracial relationship was a sin, and being in an interracial relationship was illegal, things do change. I'm Roman Catholic. I've been Roman Catholic since the day I was born. I always called being Roman Catholic the most strict of all the Catholic religions. And, I was taught a very specific way. And there's a lot of beliefs that we have that other, versions of Christianity doesn't. And sometimes it kind of bothers me because it's like, you know, you may think it's a sin, yes, you know, whatever the case is, but at the same time, you know, God does teach that, just like what you read, you know, we have to, an eye for an eye, you know, we have to treat everybody with respect and treat everybody the way we wanted to be treated. And sometimes, you know, when these people come out and they have these things to say and, you know, everybody has to put in their 2 cents, you know, you have the right to put in your 2 cents, but, you know, don't preach to me like you're right and I'm wrong. You know, we have to agree to disagree. And, you know, you have your opinions and your views and I have mine. And, you know, not for nothing, but, you know, and to any, you know, straight people listening, don't take offense to this, but who makes you perfect?
No,
I mean,
I agree with you.
It's disgusting. I mean, you have people who are married and in committed relationships just like God wants, and then they go run along with some, you know, little hussy down the road and has a kid with her, and, you know, bring the divorce rate up, and, you know, but that's okay. You know, it blows my mind that Kim Kardashian can get married for 72 hours or whatever it is and get it annulled because she changed her mind because she's an idiot. But then you look at me and you say, well, you're gay, you're not allowed to get married. I'm not saying that me personally, I'm not out to get married. I mean, I think marriage is kind of dumb. That's just my opinion. But, you know, just having the option is all I want. I'm not asking to go get married tomorrow. I'm not asking to get married next week. I'm just asking, give me the option. I pay my taxes just like everybody else. I think I should have the rights to everyone else. Because if everyone says that I don't have the right to love and I don't have the right to get married, then you know what? Screw it. Why should I pay my taxes like you? Why should I have to, you know, pay to go to school? I mean, you're treating me like a second-class citizen here, and you know, you have these people coming from other countries, getting, you know, free this and free that, and, you know, let's give them the best education, and let's give them the best health care. But then here I am busting my ass, currently unemployed because I got laid off, and now you're going to tell me that I don't matter as much as Joe Schmo next to me who's straight and, you know, engaged to a woman. It's ridiculous to me, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
All right. Well, I'll just close this, and we'll get to the fun. But I just want to say, I have, obviously, on this show, we are very open with the subject matter. Sal, you know I love you, and that is true.
I love you too, brother.
And that is where we're going to stand on this subject matter. So, we actually do have a guest on the line, so let's bring her on, and we'll talk some hockey.
Girl is on fire.
Let's welcome Kim back onto the show. Kim, how are you doing this morning?
Hi, guys. I'm doing good.
Hey, Kim, great intro song. I love it.
I didn't pick it.
Yeah, I picked that for her.
Oh, good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, I figured it was fitting. So, yeah, now that you've heard our rant, we will get on with the fun of the show. All right. That must be my favorite call of the playoffs so far. That St. Louis call at the end there. Well, we are 2 games into the playoffs, and I gotta admit, we've had some action-packed games. Kim, have you been watching some games this week?
No, I haven't watched any yet.
No? All right.
No.
Well, Sal, how about you?
I've watched them all.
Of course you have. I am not surprised by this.
Thank God for picture-in-picture technology on the cable box.
Yes, I'll be quite honest with you. It's because this is how I felt a couple of years ago. I kind of start the playoffs a little late based on the fact that the Devils aren't in it. But I will get back into things probably starting tonight. But
I have nothing better to do.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I missed the Chicago versus the team we don't mention on this show game because of that.
It was a good game, I have to admit. And then every time he who shall not be mentioned came on the TV screen, I remember throwing my popcorn at the TV. So it was a good night for me.
So, Kim, did you happen to see how Pittsburgh did last night?
I'm appalled. 5-0 over the Islanders.
Yeah.
That was
without Crosby. This is without Crosby.
Well, I picked him to win. I picked him to win the cup, so.
It's true. Yeah, this is without Crosby, though. And do we know if Crosby's coming back tonight or not going to be in the next game, or any clue yet? Either one of you?
I don't know anything yet.
All right. Other games we had Anaheim Detroit, which was a 3-1 Anaheim win. Honestly, I don't see Detroit winning this series. So I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, no, there's no way. I mean, they haven't been that productive of a team. It's a shame. They used to be such a powerhouse back in the day, but
22 years in a row. So
yeah, but I mean, how many cups did they have in those 22 years?
3.
Yeah,
four. I forgot the 02.
Right.
I forgot 02.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, if you look at it, that's not a very, very good ratio.
4 cups and I believe 2 other finals, if I remember right. Yeah. It's 4 cups because they made the final. This is off the top of my head. This is how good memory is. 95 against the Devils. 97, 98 they won the cup, and then 2002 they won the cup, and then they had those back-to-back years with Pittsburgh.
Right. Okay.
I watch way too much hockey. I know that off the top of my head.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, all right. Well, we had the way this week was, we actually ended up with some NHL award winners. So, we had Alexander Ovechkin, 32 goals. Didn't realize you can get 32 goals in 48 games until this season. What do you guys think? Kim? Sal? Either one of you?
Good for him.
Kim?
He started out struggling, but he came on at the end.
Yeah, 32 goals, that's impressive. This is actually the record now, 3rd time winning the Maurice Richard. So, I didn't realize that was a record until I read that. And Martin St. Louis with 60 points on the season. I didn't realize he was having that good of a year.
Yeah, me neither. I just read that and I had to do a double take.
So, Kim, what do you think?
I didn't know he was having that good of a year either.
Yeah, 60 points. I just I read that. I was like, what? And Tampa didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, and then, of course, I'm not surprised by this one with Corey Crawford and Ray Emery out of Chicago winning the Jennings.
Yeah.
How good Chicago played this year. So, all right. Also this week, on Monday, I don't know where this feedback's coming from. I'm trying to ignore it. Also this week, we had the draft lottery.
The winner of the 2013 draft lottery and the holder of the #1 overall selection in the 2013 NHL draft is the Colorado Avalanche. So it is Colorado jumping up from #2 to #1 and taking that first overall pick.
All right. Colorado wins the draft lottery. Before we get to the actual, because I do have the top 14 right here in front of me. Either one of you surprised of Colorado winning this #1 pick?
No, not really. It's well, they were. Wait,